of love. Less of a love. It's still love. But it goes through the different levels until we get to maybe the very human side of love, which might appear to be evil. Can we see that? That the vibration of which our frequency is at any given time is the vibration that is all God, and somehow because we might shift our vibration because of human things getting in the way, we become less of that loving spirit to where things that start taking place are unlike what we really want. We start out knowing we really want it. And along this continuum, it becomes less of what we really want. Until we're doing things that we're not even in favor of. We're doing things that we would never think of doing because we have felt the separation from God. So the frequency aspect is that this dizzying speed all of us are operating on because we're just simply energy. And it's just energy swirling around at a dizzying speed with protons and neurons and all, spinning around. It's spinning so fast that we look solid. It's spinning so fast it looks like we are just solid animations. Even a rock is spinning at the nature of a rock, so that it looks like it's doing nothing. But it's mineral. So it's a creation. So it's spinning. But it looks like it's not doing a thing. So that's who we are. Spinning at this dizzying speed. Now the way in which we allow ourselves to spin at a higher frequency is to expand our consciousness. Is to expand our consciousness so that we are in alignment with the divine. Now, I'm not saying we're at the frequency of the divine. We're in potential to get to that frequency if we just keep going. And many of us know it's not going to be in this lifetime. We might have to keep going and going. But the frequency is there. That we're spinning and expanding our consciousness to get to that highest level of frequency. So that we can then see things from this end of the spectrum, the higher frequency end, than that which is at the lower frequency. And when I say see it, I'm saying because we believe it, we will see it. When it seems as though we pay no attention to that which is going on at the lower end, it's that we want to stay at the higher end and focus on that so that we can be that. So it's a different frequency we are working in. There's a frequency that is all God, for it's all of it. And so when we start wondering, well, how does this all work? I don't know, you just really don't know. It's like I shared with one of the classes, it's just like if you were to take the one that came to mind during this spiritual practice I was having, it was wonderful. But the one that came to mind was Vitamix. You know, we have the wonderful Vitamix blender. Everybody has heard of it. It's just so wonderful. And costly, but I heard there was a way of beating the cost. Getting a refurbished one. But this frequency of this Vitamix is at such a level that let's say you put carrots and onions and potatoes and tomatoes and apples all in that Vitamix and turn it on. And the frequency changes it into hot soup. With the Vitamix, you can get soup out of the vegetables you put in whole. So you see, you put them in whole, and they come out liquid, and they're hot, and they're ready for you to consume. That's, you see, something is happening to those molecules while it's in that Vitamix. Shifting the molecules because it's vibrating at such a high level, you can't see it. You just taking place, and you get the outpicturing of it in your experience of life. Those are the mysteries. We just don't know all of the answers to them. But when we take those kind of visual aids, we're able to see that it is in our physical life experience, but we don't know all of the answers. But we go continually putting those vegetables into Vitamix because we know it works. And that's what this practice is about. You keep on doing your spiritual work. You keep on doing your spiritual practices. You keep on doing the treatments because you know they work. Because you then have evidence of that which is unseen because it's brought to the physical plane. It comes pouring to you if you remain open and receptive and knowing that you manifested this. You created this soup. You put the ingredients in it and you turned on the machine. So you see, it does start with that, being first. I want soup. And then doing, putting in the vegetables, and then having that which you originally decided you wanted to have. So be, do, have. A real demonstration brought to us every day. When we're looking outside, however, and seeing those same actions that aren't resulting in the having, you go back to the picture of being. You go back to the activity of being. Because we are eternally manifestors. We are creating our experience. The activity of this teaching demonstrates to us that that's what's happening. And sometimes there's a little difficulty. There's a little difficulty because it doesn't always seem to be what we thought we had in our consciousness. Now, there's a great man, Greg Etherton, who wrote a book, Protonically Speaking. And in his book, there's this wonderful example that he uses that just really fills my soul. And one of the things he said is that, let's say that you are a mattress factory, and you make mattresses. And the mattress we'll just use as a metaphor as we unfold this great example that he used. In that the mattress itself is the area that we equate to thoughts, the thoughts that we hold. And we have several thoughts coming through us. And on top of that mattress is a sheet. You place a sheet on that mattress. Now the sheet is really just based on your perceptions. And they change. You can change your sheet, change the perception of the things you have, take it off the mattress, get a new thought. Now underneath that mattress is a spring bed. Springboard. The box spring. Box spring. Thank you very much. Some of us don't have box springs. The box spring is supporting the mattress. And the box spring is really the foundation. Because the box spring then becomes the belief that you have. And so the thoughts are always bouncing off our beliefs. The thoughts are bouncing off our beliefs. The mattress is bouncing off the box spring. And then surrounding that box spring